Welcome back to Off the Page with Kira. I'm going to show you a little video tonight. This is our JOA house. This is the room I get to stay in. This is my prayer corner back here. And this is where we're going to make our video tonight. So this is our house that we use in Idaho every time we do a 3-day immersion. So these 3-day immersions are super awesome. They are, that's what it is. It's an immersion. I'm immersing people for 3 days into writing their book. And while I did this for 2.5 years and traveled all over the world, Costa Rica, Kauai, the British Virgin Islands, everywhere, the Redwoods, Sedona, you name it. There's something really grounding about Idaho, and there's something also boring about Idaho. And that's important, because when I would take people to Costa Rica, guess what would happen? We'd want to go out into the jungle. We want to do all these fun things because we were in Costa Rica. And Idaho is so beautiful, but it's like we can see the beauty and also be okay staying in the house. And so I found that when I bring people here to Boise, we get so much more done in 3 days. I can get done in 3 days what it used to take me 5 days to do when we're in Boise, because we're so focused and we're not like trying to go out and zip line through the jungle, which is what I do every time I go to Costa Rica, which is fun. Like, it's great, right? But also so many hours were spent doing those things when the books really needed us. And so tomorrow I get to do a one-on-one immersion with someone. Then on Friday, we have 4 people coming into town. And then on Saturday, we have a one-on-one. So actually, this isn't my 3-day one, but there's 3 days that I'm working with people, right? And what's so fun about this is that all the houses that I have ever taken people to, I've just prayed and said, God, show me the right house. And the right house just showed up in Costa Rica. And then we went to it 3 times. It was like the best house ever. And the right house in Kauai showed up. And oh my gosh, this house in the Redwoods was so amazing. It was a house that was all glass windows, and it was built into the tips of the trees. So it was Melissa Methvin, we were there writing her first book, and we'd look out the window and it was like we were in a tree house. It was everything. So I have just given that over to God. God just picks the houses for me. And this house, oh my gosh, there's not a lot of cool houses in Boise. I'm not gonna lie, it's just not. And we have tried quite a few Airbnbs and it's just never right. And then I found this house. Oh my gosh. And it's like my future self built this house for immersions. There is a prayer room upstairs. What? A prayer room upstairs. This prayer corner, the books that are on the bookshelves are all the books that I have. The decorations on the bookshelves are things that I have. Like, it's uncanny, all right? Like, it's so crazy. I feel like my future self built this house just for me. There is a desk upstairs past the prayer room that has 4 chairs and all these plugins, and it looks outside, and it's like perfect for authors. And there's this huge movie theater room that we get to snuggle in, and it's like so dark in there, like a cave, and my authors love to go in there to write. It's got a massive kitchen and 2 full living rooms and a full, like, massive boardroom office and a full gym and a sauna in my bathroom. I mean, it's just everything. So I love bringing people here because, well, this house feels like it was designed to help authors. But also, we have prayed in this house, and some of the most powerful books have been received in this house. And so I do believe that I have anointed this house to be this sacred place of receiving. And I do have the goal and the dream to buy this house. But until then, well, right now, I don't have to worry about cleaning a 14,000 square foot house. We come, we use it, and then the cleaners clean it. It's amazing, right? And I don't have to worry about taking care of the acreage that it's on. It's just taken care of. So right now, this feels like delightful and wonderful. But I'm really excited for tomorrow because we've got Tanya Call here. And Tanya, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Tanya. Tanya came to the island in September of 24. And this was the first island trip I ever took anyone on. And if you don't know about my island trips, there's this sacred island in the British Virgin Islands that I've rented 4 times. I spent $1 million renting that island, which is a wild story. And we will tell this story. I will tell you this story one night. But she came to the island, and she came when she was 7 months pregnant. And she wrote her first book called I Am a Red Flag. It's a really powerful book, shifting this narrative that everyone else is a red flag, and then looking in and saying, I am a red flag. And then she had her sweet little boy, came to this live event that I had in Phoenix 1 year ago called Success Codes Live. It was so amazing. She showed up there, spoke on stage 8 weeks after she had her baby, 4 weeks after she had her baby. And then she came back to Boise when her baby was 9 months old and wrote a second book and got things going for her podcast. And then she came to Boise maybe 2 months ago, and we were continuing to work on these books. And now she's here so we can finalize these 2 books that she's almost done writing, and finalize her podcast, and really build out the empire that's going to go along with these 3 books. And I just love this. Like, I really do. I love watching thought leaders rise. I love watching divine messages come through them. I love watching what happens when their joy is activated, when they come online with their energy and their frequency and their just the aliveness that's inside of them. I live for this. So tomorrow's gonna be an amazing day, but I've got to get to bed because I've got to get my rest, because we're gonna pull about a 12-hour day tomorrow. Maybe 10. We'll probably pull a 10-hour day, 9 to 7. And in the middle of writing and in the middle of podcasting, we're also I'll probably have her do the red light sauna. And then I brought my red light therapy, and then I brought my vibration plate. There's a massage chair here. There's a cold plunge outside, but it's also freezing outside, so I wouldn't suggest you do that. And then there's a gym. So we're gonna be doing a lot of nervous system reset for her throughout the day. And then we go back into writing, back into channeling. And when she's writing, I'm going to be organizing all of her current content into the formation of a book. And then that way, when she leaves, everything is actually done. So she's actually staying for Friday, which is going to be awesome, because everything that we do tomorrow, she can just tie it up on Friday. And then she can go home and have her podcast literally up and going. We're going to have her courses. She has this amazing idea of having this group that she's going to do. And so we're going to build out exactly what that looks like. How is she going to launch it? How is she going to put it into the world? We're going to get these last 2 books finalized. And this is the power of an immersion. We have the compression of time. And the compression of time is always what births the greatness of work. Always. And that's why I love to do 3-day immersions. Why I've taken people on 5-day adventures is the compression of time. So I'm really excited. This is like Christmas for me. So I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to get rested. So tomorrow I can give her my full energy, my full light. Then we're going to go change the world with all of her work. Here we go. All right. Thank you for being here. I will see you tomorrow night, and I hope that you sleep well.